Located in the Shenandoah Valley, Rockbridge County is home to the stunning Natural Bridge. With its storied arch reaching 215 feet, the Natural Bridge has welcomed presidents and locals alike. But beauty here isn't just carved in stone, it's cultivated in the soil. Farmers here raise cattle on mountain meadows and provide fresh eggs, meat, cheese, and local produce to the community. Join us as we meet the people and places behind Rockbridge County's agricultural story.
We wanted to feed our community and our neighbors and our friends and our family, and so the model that we chose was so that we could do that. And I have a background in veggies and fruit production, and John had a background in animals. And so we thought between the two of us, we could take both of our skill sets and make more of a full diet farm.
On the northern end of Rockbridge County, John and Mary Pedersen run Verdant Acres Farm, where they raise produce, sheep, cattle, hogs, and broiler chickens.
The area where we landed is surrounded by agriculture, so having that support system of other farmers, definitely when we got started, a lot of the neighbors, came along beside us, helped us use equipment, helped us get started, let us borrow different things, gave us ideas. The farming community in Rockbridge is strong.
I don't think it would be possible if the local community wasn't hungry for locally made foods. The only reason we can do what we do is because our community is supporting us. This direct-to-consumer model wouldn't work if we didn't have consumers showing up to pick up stuff at the store or go into our CSA hubs.
The Pedersens have a fully stocked on-farm store and deliver pre-made farm shares of produce and meat to regional pickup locations as a part of their community-supported agriculture or CSA program. In the county's Fairfield community, Christy Yuji and her family are crafting artisan cheese from their cow's milk.
We were looking to add value to our product because traditionally dairying is not the greatest return on your investment. So in order to add value to our product, we put in a processing facility and started with cheese. It's grown or grew to the point where I could quit my job teaching art. We made cheese for 2 years. I took a two-year leave of absence and then sent my Dear John letter in, and we built a bigger facility, and we've been making cheese ever since.
The Yuji's business has flourished, with cheese wheels and slices alike being sold at their on-farm store, regional restaurants, and universities. While the Yuji's add value to their dairy, just down the mountain, Jordan Blalocks and his family have an innovative egg collection system for their almost 40,000 laying hens.
The egg operation inside is pretty simple. It's very mechanized. Eggs come to the center of the house. We pack twice a day, in the morning and in the afternoon. Most of all the eggs come in the morning, so it's pretty important to be here on a specific time.
The 38,000 eggs the Blalocks collect each day are packed and then picked up once a week and taken to Pennsylvania for distribution. Blalocks and his family also raise beef cattle and sheep and see diversity as an asset.
I grew up here and I've always wanted to be a full-time farmer. This chicken house, I believe, gave us the opportunity to work as a family and provide cash flow to, provide for a family here. And it just boosts everything else that goes along with the farm is, the litter that we get from here. We use it on our farm and surrounding farms here, and through that we do more intensive grazing, so better quality beef.
According to the latest Census of Agriculture, there are 640 farms in Rockbridge County, covering 124,983 acres. The market value of agricultural products is $47.2 million. Livestock accounts for $35 million, with poultry and eggs bringing in $14.5 million and cattle earning $13 million. Crops raised here are worth $12.1 million.
Our farms, not only are they family-held businesses that are important parts of the economy, but they are the guardians of a natural heritage. And they are really the workers behind the constant job that is stewardship. Stewardship extends across seasons, across a challenging environment that's changeable from bouts of very dry weather to storms to all the vagaries that the seasons can bring.
Virginia Cooperative Extension Agent Tom Stanley works with farmers in Rockbridge County to help improve and sustain their farm businesses. When we visited, he was meeting with the Smith family, which raises cattle, grain, and hay in the Glasgow community.
Ann and I put it together. I never really asked the kids to come back to the farm. They just wanted to come back to the farm. Margaret Ann's the oldest, and Martha, my middle daughter. She works for Bayer, but she's still involved in the farming operation. And then my son Marcus, he's the machine guy. He's the crop guy, where Margaret's the cow person. So it works.
It means everything. It wasn't something we necessarily expected. Like he said, we didn't know if they would come back with the draw to come back, but it has.
Mac and Ann Smith's daughter, Margaret Ann Smith, returned to the family farm, but not without bringing her own ideas to the table.
So I have a family friend. He made some advice to me that I have shared with many, and I think it's probably the most sage piece of advice I've ever received. It was, he knew I was coming home to a family operation. It was my dad, my grandparents, multiple generations here. And he told me, he said, find something that would add to the pie, not take away from the pie. He said, expand the pie, not just dive into what's there. And that really meant a lot. And it was, how do I find what works and still let me help with my family's operation, but then let me build my own?
She now raises and markets beef cattle not only in Rockbridge County, but also across much of the United States. Whether raising fresh fruits and vegetables, or eggs, meat, and cheese, each of these farm families are committed to stewarding Rockbridge County's agricultural legacy for generations to come. For Real Virginia, I'm Elijah Griles.